Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Jackson here. We just finished our reading portion of our lesson. Now we're going to talk about writing. Let's go over our objective for today. So our learning target or objective today is I can write about what I read. Our success criteria, which is what we need to be able to do to be successful, is I will use the text features to write. And the relevance or importance of this lesson is that using the text features helps me with ideas and facts to write about. So we're going to focus on I can write about what I read. Now, I like the relevance part of this lesson because so many times we go to write and what do we think? I don't know what to write about. I can't think of anything. That happens to me a lot. So the importance of this lesson is that we've talked about our text features for Nighttime Animals, our nonfiction book. The nonfiction book teaches us real information, facts. So the relevance or importance of using text features is that it gives us ideas for what we want to write about. Now, yesterday, we started on our chart with our animals and their habitats and what they ate, where they live, and what they do at night. So we know that we have a lot of information from reading and using our text features. So in Nighttime Animals, we focused on the heading. And the heading here is bat. We know from the title of the text that a bat is a nocturnal animal. It's active at night. Now there are other text features that can help us as well. You have a photograph or illustration here, and we have labels. And the labels are important because the labels for the bat tell us that the ears are important because they have very good hearing, and the wing is important because the wings help them fly. So we're going to practice writing sentences about what we read yesterday or earlier in our lesson. Now, when we're writing, we want to remember to always begin with a capital letter, put spaces between our words, write very neatly, and we want to end with a period or other punctuation. So let's get started. I'm going to write my first sentence about the bat. So I'm going to say, I started with a capital, and remember, we just like when we're reading, we start left to right. Okay? The bat uses wings to fly. Now I'm at the end here, so I'm going to come back to the beginning of my next line. The bat uses wings to fly at night and hunt. And I can even say for insects because that's what they eat. So I am writing about what I read in regards to the bat. When we did our chart, we know that the bat eats insects, the bat hunts at night, and the bat has wings. We also knew that they live in caves. So I wrote, the bat uses wings to fly at night and hunt for insects. So I wrote a sentence about what I read in Nighttime Animals and the facts that I learned. Let's do one more. We also talked about the fox. Remember that? Let's look at that real quick. Our heading, the fox. And this particular fox, if you remember, lives in the hot desert. But remember, we talked about that. Not all fox live in the hot desert because we have them here in Virginia Beach. So there are different types of foxes. Okay? So let's write a sentence about our fox. I'm going to say one type of fox lives in the hot desert. Okay, I started with a capital. I put spaces between my words. I wrote neatly, and I ended with a period. Now, I want to just review something really quick with you. Sometimes when I see writing, I will see a period at the end of every single line. Okay? We don't put periods at the end of a line. Okay? We put this period at the end of a sentence. Okay? So remember that. The sentence isn't over here. Okay? So if I say the bat uses wings to fly, period, that is a sentence. Okay? And it makes sense. But then I have at night and hunts for insects. That's not a complete sentence. And if I have a period here, then this next letter should be a capital, okay? And that doesn't make sense. So we put a period at the end of our sentence, which is an idea, a complete idea, not at the end of every line. So the bat uses wings to fly at night and hunt for insects, period. Now I'm done. One type of fox lives in the hot desert. Think about that. If I say one type of fox lives in the period, did I finish my sentence? No. When you read that as a reader, you're going to say lives in the what? Miss Jackson, you didn't finish your sentence. So we don't want to put a period here. One type of fox lives in the hot desert, period. So I put my period at the end of my complete idea, okay? That's just something I wanted to touch on and have you keep in mind. So what I want you to do, boys and girls, is I want you to view your reading video again and think about the information that we learned about nighttime animals. Think about the bush baby, the heading of the bush baby, the bat, the fox, and the owl. Okay? So I want you to pull the video up again for reading, listen to it, and remember, you can pause it so that you can read the information again. Okay? You can also listen to Mrs. Jackson reading it. And then I want you to come up with 2 of your own sentences based on what you read in Nighttime Animals. Okay? So we're going to write 2 factual sentences, things that we learned. Okay? Remember, capital, spacing, neat, and period. Okay? And I'm going to put this in a discussion post so that you can post your sentences for me or a video or picture of your writing. I want to see how well you do with your writing. So have fun, and I can't wait to see what you tell me about what you learned in Nighttime Animals. See you soon.